Look at that sexy thing. Afters Martin, can you hear me? A bit noisy here. Had an awesome day on the tornadoes, so I've come to Railway Museum so we can look at the sexiness that is the mallard and all these other beautiful trains. Another cool museum I've been to a few times. Nice, yeah. It's definitely been on a subthread, definitely a bucket list item. That's for sure. I don't have much battery left, but we'll go as much as we can. God, I love this thing. Yeah, free to the museum, but 10 quid for parking. This is so awesome. Freaking awesome. Sir Nigel Gresley, the legend, and there's the plaque. There are free parking spots nearby, but you need to know them. Yeah. Oh well, all good. 4468. Linear. Doncaster, legendary. 38, baby. So I've stuck a buffet cart on. You get your food. It's like a steak bake tonight to offset the cost of parking the car. And I did. And I did. There's the Evening Star. So it should be what, a B1 British Railway. Yeah, 60. Is that line 60 that looks good? Can't see. Oh, the last thing locomotive for British Railways, known to Swindon. Yeah, so she's a. Yeah, that's right. Evening Star, she was the last one. Before the tornado, of course. Tornado was 2008. So I think she's a B1. Oh no, it's a 9F. The B1s were what they called them before. Evening Star, last day overbuilt, British Railways. Yeah, 251 of these were built. Phase out steam 55, 5 years. One of the largest, most powerful. Yep. Now. Double tender. Oh no, not a double tender. That's on the other one, on the chieftain. That's the schools for 4-0. It's interesting when everything went to BR and then everything split up again. Now, you know, you can go on the Allinar and the Great Western and the Eastern. Ancestors worked in the railway stations, went right through their property, one engineer, 2 coalmen. Oh, nice. For the gravesite I went to with my great-great-great-grandfather, his son William, who moved out to Australia, he was a porter, railway signalman. Got the old deflectors, that was pretty standard at that time. Ew, diesel. I just don't do modern trains. I really don't. I'm a steam guy. I don't find the attraction of modern train. Unless it's something cool that breaks the mold, but just a diesel doesn't do anything for me. Give me the steam, baby. Face full of steam and soot and ash this morning. It was freaking awesome. Man, this thing is massive. It's a freaking 5. Jesus. This thing is huge. Look at the size of those pistons. Try that train on cocaine. This thing is cocaine, man. It's cocaine all by itself. And that is a beast. Beast. So we'll go over there and have a look at those. So I think this is where Scotsman would be if she wasn't out and running. Any watches on display? Many watches? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if they've got any watches on here. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, timepieces, because that was quite revolutionary, was getting accurate time. Document was like certificate engineer. There's another one that's a delivery receipt. Doesn't have his signature, but it has his engine number. Nice. So we got, don't know anything about this one from the Great Western. Let's see if I can find a plaque. There we go, there's a plaque. Number 4, engine number 4. Great Western diesel rail car, number 4. Pretty flash looking. 1934. Business passengers. Might need to have you pick up my citizen from Japan. Is it that bad, is it? Number 4 remains service till 59. Damn! Flying banana. Oh, I remember that now. Years later, the train wrecked with the nephews of Coleman. Nephew was killed by getting trapped by the ball. Oh shit. So now we've got a Southern Rail carriage. Non-smoking. Guard luggage. August 6th to 12th. That wasn't too bad. GNR. Not the Guns N' Roses GNR. So when you come in here, you see this big boy. This thing's a beast. So this was a war era train. Q1 from 42. Very basic. But built like a tank. This thing is huge. I like a good train museum. Yeah, me too. There's a really good one back home in Perth. And obviously the one in Berlin, the Deutsche Technik Museum in Berlin, is brilliant. So the bottom part of that museum has an excellent exhibition of trains. Imagine this thing barrel down the track. No, I'm just doing trains. Just planes. Yep. All twains. Liverpool. Trains made America. Trains made everything. Trains made everything. Alright, so we're going to look at the beginning planes, and then I'll probably have to end it before my battery dies. So that's a replica of rocket. Is that the actual rocket? No. I don't think actual rocket is. What you see today is a nearly 200-year-old authentic but modified rocket. So it's kind of the original. Steamtown, nice. There's a few names up there. So of course I'm wearing the correct attire. Hippopotamus. Glasgow. Nice little pannier. Boxhill. A1 class. London, Brighton. $18.74. Wow. Wow. And a workhorse. Rare survivor among industrial engines, was essentially a sort of steam-powered dump truck. Aluminium company. Starting to rain while the next door neighbour is having a roof work done. Yeah, it's been raining on and off here today. $18.65. Railway equivalent of a forklift. Damn. $18.65. That's nuts. Yeah, commands are not going to work. I'm on my phone. Nothing's plugged in. Alright, let's have a look at the clock. How much battery have I got? Is that 31%? Oh, is that 31? Yeah, that's right. 31%'s right. We can live with that. 1898. First Atlantic tender locomotive in Britain. Atlantic class. In the USA. 442. Nope, no scratch card, nothing. Hey, son. Decent tender. D class, 1901. So elegant locomotive fitted in films, transported royalty, started passengers after a blast trips to the continent. So it's just the way the wheel arches curve up into the cab show how it has been moulded by a craftsman's hands. Yep. Yeah, passenger trains until around the 1950s, the railway travel to ports like Dover and Folkestone, Britain to France, Belgium. Slomo played a starring role Oscar-winning film Chariots of Fire. There you go. Nice. Ashwood Works. Nice rig. And then we come to this beast. Anyone know what this is? Restoration. Yeah, I mean they're static, unfortunately. If they're running, then that's a hell of a lot of work to keep them going. For those keeping check at home, Duchess of Hamilton, 38. One of the coronation class. The streamlining. Streamlining didn't last too long. It was a bit of a gimmick. But they look pretty sexy. Like the Mallard, had the streamlining. and have a look in the cab.
You can try.
Okay, so even though on the outside she looked all fancy streamlined, she's still just a train. Zephyr train, yeah. At least they had nice enclosed cab by that time. Pullman. Yeah. Disney locomotive. Re-streamlined. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's good to get a nice side profile of what a train actually looks like.
Tienen dentro los tubos por los que pasa el agua.
They got the firebox.
Una cámara de calor, dentro de esa cámara está el agua.
Then the boiler. Phoebe show, a lady in white, to show off how they use ash-free coal and her white dress wouldn't get dirty. And just think of all the lubrication points you'd have to, every time when the young boys would have to get it started, get the fire going, and then lube her up, ready for the fireman and the engineer or driver. Look at that. Don't see any. No, you don't get cow catchers. That's an American thing. I mean, that's got a cow catcher. But yeah, you don't really have the cow catchers in the UK. Or in most of Europe, actually. You don't really get the cow catcher. Cow or buffalo. Yeah. Alright, I better quit this before my battery dies. One last walk around the Mallard. Island Coup versus train. Aussie trains got robbed as well as the US. Oh, back in the day, hell yeah. Very much. Yeah, true. The bison were killed off. Alright everyone, we'll catch us on the next one. Peace out. If I can find the end button.